Let's talk about some fun things that we're growing right now. I mean, we're all gardeners here. My tomato game right now is out of control. I'll be the first to admit. But I've watched a video that you did about fish mint and Baker Creek selling fish mint. I've got a couple here. What's so special about fish mint other than it's variegated and it's gorgeous? Like, what's so cool about it? Why are you growing it?
I mean, every different plant is like its own chemical factory, and that's why I grow plants for their natural chemical factory. That they make all these different chemical properties within them, and there's been a lot of identified chemicals, and still a lot that haven't, that have nutritive properties and like anti-cancer properties, anti-diabetes properties, anti-blood pressure properties. And I've researched fish mint a long time ago. I don't remember exactly the exact thing, but you got to watch out for fish mint because it'll definitely like take over. And it'll just start coming up. So actually, I grow that in correlation with yacone, as in a perennial bed. And I think I drowned it. No, actually, we were in a drought one year, and my watering system wasn't working, which was good. And I almost lost all of them because I didn't give them enough water. So that's the way.
Your yacon. What kind of yacon are you growing? You're growing the purple, the white. I mean, there's a number of varieties.
Well, I have a purple and a white stem, or the standard green stem. But the root, the tuber is always the same color.
Always the same color. Now, are you harvesting every year and restarting from tuber?
Yeah, sometimes I get lazy and actually don't harvest, so they just stay in the ground and they just come back. And I need to start harvesting more of the leaves. Actually, the leaves they used as tea, and also recently I found out they're actually used in green powder.
Green powders.
In green powders, right?
Fantastic. So now, for those of you who are even thinking about growing yacon, what is the most basic use or application for growing yacon and how to eat it?
So yacon, for many people that don't know what it is, it's basically a tuberous root vegetable that's in the sunflower family. It's related loosely to like sunchokes, but they taste like 100 times better, and they don't give me gas anyways. The yacon, and it's known as earth apple. So like if you harvest them, and you got to harvest them before the frost, because if you leave them under the ground in the frost, they're gonna basically rot. Because it's more of a tropical. If you have a mild season, they could stay under the ground, but the crowns will stay alive. And I just harvest them and I cure them. So if you just harvest them and eat them, you'll be like, all right, well, that's not too interesting. But
starchy or what?
No, it's just like really mild and watery.
Bland,
It's probably
okay.
the least starchy vegetable. It's high in inulin, which is a prebiotic fiber, which actually feeds your beneficial bacteria in your gut. And we are actually more bacteria than human. But actually, I pull them out and then I just like let them sit outside. Well, not outside. It's in Las Vegas. I let them sit, and it's an arid climate, so it literally like dries and shrivels a little bit, and then I eat it. Oh, and I leave the dirt on it too, so that's important. And don't wash it clean. And then I just scrub it off and eat it, and it's like so amazing.
How long is this curing process?
I just get lazy, so I just kind of leave them there, and I kind of maybe like 30 days.
But this is very normal for lots of root crops. Onions, potatoes, you want to cure peanuts, you cure, so the yacon, same way, and the flavor intensifies, yeah?
Yeah, it gets sweeter, much sweeter.
Fantastic. Miss Gina, what are you growing? What's the favorite stuff in your garden this year?
I actually just planted peanuts. I've never planted them before. I think they're the Spanish Pearl peanuts, and I purchased them from Baker Creek.
Baker Creek's got the Spanish Pearl, and it says on the package that it is extra rare. Did you notice that? Mm-hmm. Which it gets me excited. I don't know how everyone
I think
else
the
feels.
squirrels will be very excited about it too. I'm happy for them and me. But I would say the mammoth sunflower seeds is another one that I've planted. And dwarf Siberian kale is the other thing that I planted.
What kind of kales are you growing right now?
All my kales just actually came out. I think I have Dinosaur that really handles the hot summertime,
Really?
but I pulled out all my kales. And then I have the collard greens, which collards and kale, they're so close related. I don't really care. I eat them all.
Sure. I mean, I feel so lucky. Like just having a little bit of shade, I can get away with kale all year long. I can get away with chard all year long. I almost never get chard seeds. I've never seen my beets go to seed. I'll have to rip them out by the time it's they're ready to go because they've been there. I've got to evict them. There's other things needing to go into the garden. But some of the favorite things I'm growing this year are fruits. I'm growing a couple kinds of guava and dragon fruit. Dragon fruit is about $5 a pound, between $5 and $7 a pound. A little bit more for organic. You can buy it frozen in pitaya bowls. And it is a night blooming cactus, which is gorgeous. You can grow it here. It does not. It is not frost tolerant, so it's something you would have to overwinter in your garage. It's something that you can grow into a tree, which is actually the desired way to grow it for production. And probably the thing I'm most excited about right now because of the amount of anthocyanins and the colors that I have. I got a red with purple inside. I got a yellow outside with purple flesh. And these purples, when you find things that are purple, that's that's just chock full of the good stuff for your blood. I mean, it's anthocyanins is the pigment in reds and purples, and I'm sure I'm preaching to the choir because everybody knows about these nutrients. But that's the favorites in my garden.